Okay, so here's a problem from 9.3, and I just wanted to show you all how to use StatCrunch for this one if you want to. So here you have the raw data, but you do have some summary data here. So again, I'm just going to copy this data here, and you can either copy it or paste it into StatCrunch or just open it right into StatCrunch. So I'm just going to open it into StatCrunch here. And while this is opening here, right, you'll notice that you do have the summary data. They've already calculated the standard deviation, and again, you have 10 values here. So once you've got the data in here, you can just go to stat, and since we are dealing with variance statistics here, we have one sample. So again, in this case, we have the data and we have the summary. So you could use either one. Let me just go ahead and do this with the summary. So you just have to go ahead and put in the sample variance here. So if you look at the problem here, right, the sample variance in this case, remember this is the sample standard deviation, so you'd want to square that number. So if you take 29.07 and square that, right, that should give you about 845.0649. Let me just put that in there. So 845.0649, and then you put in the sample size. In this case, you have 10 samples, and then you just have to put in the confidence level. So in this case, again, you want a 99% confidence level in this case. So the confidence level in this case is 99. And then just go ahead and click compute. And now in this case, remember we're looking for the confidence interval for the standard deviation, right, not the variance. So what you'd want to do is take the square root of these numbers. So if I take the square root of 322.416, that gives me 17.955. So that would be the lower bound. In this case, we want to round to 2 decimal places, so that would be 17.96. And then for the upper bound, again, just going back to the output here, right, you'd want to take the square root of that, of the upper limit there. So if I take that number and take the square root, if I take the square root of 4383.7915, I get 66.21. So I'll put in 66.21, and then hopefully that should be the answer there. And again, you can do this with the raw data as well. Just to go back to StatCrunch and just show you can do the same thing with the raw data here. Since we do have the data here, we don't have just the summary stats. You can go to stat and variance and go to one sample. And then again, you can, since we do have the original raw data here, right, you can just go to with data. And so you can just choose that. Again, put in your various the information here, right? So you don't have to put in any of this other material, but this just says that you're using the data in column 1. That's called var1. Again, change the confidence interval in this case to 99, and then go ahead and click compute. And you can see you get the same numbers. Now again, you'll have to take the square root of those because you're looking for 99% confidence interval for the standard deviation, not the variance, right? So remember, the standard deviation is the square root of the variance, or the variance is the square of the standard deviation. So hope that helps. So, all right, if you guys have questions or anything else, just let me know.